Thanks for staying with us. Now, National Security Minister Albert Dapaah has revealed the country's national security architecture has undergone significant reforms as he describes 2020 as an extraordinary year for election security because of acts like secessionist attacks. As you know, government came under criticism some months ago for failing to foil the actions of secessionists in the Volta region, which some say raised tensions in the country ahead of the polls. Addressing MPs in Parliament earlier on Thursday on the country's preparedness for the upcoming elections, Mr. Dapaah said there is a deliberate attempt to create a false notion of insecurity when evidence shows the contrary. This, he says, is due to politicization.
Mr. Speaker, the recent unfortunate incidents of some high-profile killings, among others, also created serious concern among Ghanaians. Thankfully, the Ghana Police Service, in all the cases, have made significant breakthroughs and have arrested suspects connected to these crimes. Again, Mr. Speaker, chieftaincy disputes continue to pose serious challenges to the security of the country. Disagreements in Funzi, in Monegu, Some, Bole, and Teshi are but a few of the delicate chieftaincy disputes that have been recorded in recent past. But again, Mr. Speaker, thanks to the proactive district, municipal, and regional security councils who work, includes collaboration, Ministry of Chieftaincy Affairs, and the National Regional House of Chiefs, majority of these disputes, Mr. Speaker, are receiving serious attention for resolution. Mr. Speaker, these recent security developments have engendered heated public debates. Debates about the effectiveness of Ghana's intelligence architecture in preempting impending dangers. For instance, some Ghanaians have wondered why the events of 25th September with respect to the Western Togoland affair occurred in the first place. While these concerns may be valid, Mr. Speaker, I humbly disagree with the assertion that the occurrence of some of these regrettable incidents amount to incompetence or intelligence failure.
Now, parliamentary correspondent Joseph Opoku-Gakpo joins us on the line for more on happenings in Parliament. First of all, Gakpo, the National Security Minister was emphatic that there's a deliberate attempt to create a false notion of insecurity when the evidence does not show same. Why has he been saying this?
He insists that as a result of efforts to politicize the nation's security for political advantage, some political actors have been creating an impression to give the sense that the nation is insecure. But he goes on to make the point that when you look at the crime statistics and the figures and how there's been various security activities, that's not exactly the case. He, for example, referenced the situation that happened with the activities of the secessionists in the Volta region. Right. And he went on to say that there's been claims that there was intelligence failure which actually led to that. He says that's not the case. He has the adequate intelligence that this is actually something that was happening, and that's how come they're able to